What's up, everybody? I'm Cody,
I'm David.
and this is 2017.
Yeah.
New year,
New year.
new us.
Well, we are one step closer, Cody.
To what?
Death.
Cool, thanks, dude. Well, I'm more depressed now, so yeah, I guess it is a new me.
Well, instead of looking to the future of death, let's look back in the past.
That's true.
And
Let's
2016.
not think about the inevitable death of all of us and our world and our universe. But let's take a look back at 2016 as our favorite games. We've compiled 3 games,
Yep.
and we've got an honorable mention. David, what's your honorable mention?
I think honorably, I gotta mention Overwatch. I played it a lot when it came out. You know, I really want to find time to come back to it.
Would you play it on PC, PS4?
I played for PC, and I really enjoyed it. I think I enjoy it a lot more than other games of that nature.
I haven't played. I've only played just a little bit of it, but it seemed just a lot more accessible and a lot more just like inviting to a lot of people, especially like people like you who like don't play online competitive multiplayer shooters all the time.
Yeah.
Who'd you main? Did you have a main person you played as a lot?
I really enjoyed. His name was Hanzo. He was the guy with the bow and arrow.
Oh, the bow and arrow. Yeah.
And so I really enjoyed just like getting up into high places and just shooting down. The matches were very short.
Yes.
They didn't drag on because now as a father I don't have time to play long games. So quick games like that are very good. And every time you die you can switch characters. So you don't have to stay. If you choose one you don't like, you can choose another one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, my honorable mention for the year 2016 is actually a 2015 game called Fallout 4. I was honestly considering putting it in the top 3 this year with that super big caveat of the fact that it didn't come out in 2016. I mean, that came out in November of 2015. So most of the time that I sunk into it was last year.
Right.
And they had 3 big DLCs come out for that.
Right.
And I had already sunk like 300 hours into that game. I love those games. I love those Bethesda games. No matter the jank, like at the beginning of Fallout 4, like in 2015, Fallout 4
jank.
was not that great of a game. But 2016 Fallout 4 is pretty good. You know, it's still got its problems like slowdown and lag and stuff like that, and an occasional glitch and everything. But all in all, like I love that game.
So I'm guessing next year when we do this for 17, your favorite game will once again be.
Oh yeah, no, if I haven't finished it yet. I've put in over 300 hours into that game, and I'm not even close to being done.
All right, so let's
jump into
order.
it.
Yeah.
What's your number 3 game of 2016?
My number 3 game might be Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. I'm not done with it, but I'm far enough. I'm about 6-7 chapters in. I'm far enough. I had a good idea of the game. It's a big departure in what I'm used to in Final Fantasy games. I'm still a big fan of how it used to be turn-based.
Because this one is not.
This
that.
one's not
I mean, you
turn-based.
can like pause it, right? You can pause it and kind of
pause
like
it.
issue moves.
Yeah, it's all real-time,
Yeah.
action-based, which I thought I wouldn't like because I'm very traditional in terms of my Final Fantasies, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like the fluidity. I like the AI. I like your characters, like your friends around you. They don't need your help all the time. Most of the time, I actually need their help.
Okay, so they do seem like at least useful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
That's
so
good.
I like that. Yeah, I really enjoy it. Compared to 13, this is miles better. So
Right.
I think that's my number 3 pick.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
my number 3 is Uncharted 4. And I also have not finished the game, but I'm like about a little over halfway through.
Yeah.
And I love that game.
I think you really don't need to finish a game nowadays with how many games come out. It's really hard to finish a game, but I think if you play it enough and you appreciate it.
Just being halfway through, I think I've put in like somewhere around 6 hours.
Wow.
Now, granted, that game has a photo mode. I might just have to do like a whole video one day about like, let's just do the photo mode for like an hour.
Are you just gonna talk like Bob Ross and just like how to stylize a shot?
Gonna put a little pinch here. Can we just watch Bob Ross now? That's my top 3 game.
Let's go to Bob Ross
26
right now.
Let's cut to Bob Ross right now in the studio. I've always loved that series. I know a lot of people have a lot of criticisms for how it plays and how it's kind of like the same thing over and over again, and I totally get that. But I genuinely just really enjoy that game. The story, like the characters and like the visuals and like the cutscenes and the directing of the cutscenes has always been super top notch, and that's always what draws me in. So that's my top 3. That's my top 3. Uncharted 4, Uncharted 4, Uncharted 4. Let's talk about your number 2.
Man. Oh man,
Let's do your number 2.
So if I'm gonna choose Ratchet and Clank,
Very nice.
I think that one's gonna be I don't think a lot of people will think about that. I think people forgot about that game.
Mm-hmm. It's not like a remaster. It's like a total.
It's a remake all around.
Yeah, and like they added stuff to it.
Yeah, and so I never played any of the Ratchet and Clank games.
Really?
No, I didn't have a PS2. So when those games came out, I never played them. And by the time PS3 came out, I didn't hear good things from those Ratchet and Clank games. So I just never touched Ratchet and Clank. But I really enjoyed it. The characters were great. The dialogue was great. The gameplay itself was really solid. And so I just sat down and played it, and then it was one of the few games that pushed me to finish.
Nice.
And I felt the need to finish it just because it was fun, not because of the story. Which story was fun. It was it's a nice story, and the characters. It was very Pixar-y,
right?
In that sense, and it just looked great.
It's a nice return to that kind of like fluidity and movement, and those types of weapons, like those just zany.
Oh yeah, the weapons were
off the wall stuff. So it's a very nice return to that, and I really liked it. My number 2 pick was
Fallout 4.
Yeah, Fallout 4. But no, my number 2 pick is The Witness.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
From the visuals to just how much there was to just how much it tested you. I mean, that game at the beginning, it kind of has to tell you, because there is dialogue in it, and there is FMV stuff.
Oh,
for
really?
the most part.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
There's some secrets on the island, and it deals with perspective in a really cool way, and it just really challenges you to look at everything and just look at things from different angles and really pay attention and just really immerse yourself in that environment. It's a good game to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
If you can pick up on an idea, all of a sudden you're just thinking of all these other things that could what if this happens? What if this happens? Now you're exploring the world in a completely new way.
Did it make you smarter? It sounds like you got smarter.
I did.
From it. Yeah.
I did, but now as soon as you stop talking about it though, I get really dumb. So
you need to
Fallout 4. So let's get down to it.
Let's get down to our number 1 picks.
Your number 1 pick, David.
My number 1 pick.
Drum roll and kill all of our audio.
I think my number 1 would probably be XCOM 2.
XCOM 2?
XCOM 2, yeah.
That's interesting.
It takes all the things I love from XCOM 1 and just bumps it up to the next level.
Nice.
In terms of the customization, the characters, enemies, there's much more variety of the missions, and the story I thought was really good. Because in this one, your humanity at the lowest level. You lost in the first game.
Yeah, you
apparently.
lose.
They choose.
Yeah.
Even though I'm really good, I did not lose in my game. But they chose
you're the best, obviously.
I am the best. And so you're fighting against this enemy, and so I really like just being able to chip away from that and just get stronger and stronger and stronger until the conclusion of the game, where all my guys were really ready. And I like it because I tried really hard to keep my characters from dying, because once you die, you lose everything. They die.
That's right. It's like permadeath.
It's permadeath, and you lose, and so every move is so calculated, and it's kind of like a good chess game. But this chess game, you can stop and start, and I was able to just slowly go at it. And so
nice. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I have to say that my number 1 pick of 2016, it's Inside. Playdead's Inside. Yeah, it's by the guys who made Limbo, and the game is a trip, man.
Yeah.
It's just from the tone to the visuals, everything about it is just, there's just they knew what they were going for, and they knew exactly how to do it, and they did it perfectly. It was,
and everything everything is exactly where it needs to be.
Right, and the mood and the tone and the ending of that game, I think, is kind of nuts. The sequence that happens at the end of that game,
really, it
goes some places, and it also makes it reinstills my fear of dogs in video games. So that is for sure my number 1.
Number 1?
Yeah. Number 1 game.
I think those are all really good games. They're really solid games. Other than Fallout 4.
Other than Fallout 4, absolutely. That takes the cake for sure.
I think that was a solid year. I think 2016 was really...
It was a good year. I mean, we had Battlefield. We had Dishonored 2 came out.
Yeah.
Which, the more and more I played of that, the more and more I liked it.
Dead Rising 4.
Firewatch came out this year.
Oh, gosh.
Good stuff.
Firewatch, man.
There's a bunch of good stuff that came out this year.
Yeah, so that was our list of our top 3, each of us, of 2016.
We'd like to see what you like this year. So if you guys want to make a top 3 of your own, leave it in the comments section after you like and subscribe to it, by the way. Definitely after you do that. Keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
Let's see what you guys liked.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.